You said take care like you meant goodbye. Smile like you weren't about to cry. The coffee cooled while we stayed still, but I heard the things you could and will. There's more in the silence than in the sound. 1,000 truths we never found. You spoke of rain, I heard the storm. The way your fingers tremble warm. Sighs between the lines, that's where you live. In all the pauses love forgot to give. Not every word reveals the pain. Some hearts speak softer than the rain. I read your soul in crooked signs, and all your sighs between the lines. You said I'm fine, but your shoulders fell like a house too tired to stand too well. You looked away just long enough to hide the cracks beneath your tough. So much you said without a sound. The truth was never fully found. You held me close, then let me drift. Each breath a gift, each breath a rift. Sighs between the lines, that's where you live. In all the pauses love forgot to give. Not every word reveals the pain. Some hearts speak softer than the rain. I read your soul in crooked signs, and all your sighs between the lines. If I had answered what you meant, not just the words you never said, would we still be here tonight, or somewhere caught between the light? Sighs between the lines still echo clear, a language written in unshed tears. I knew your heart though you deny. Your truth was always in your eyes. So even now, when daylight shines, I hear your sighs between the lines. You never said the ending part, but I still hear it in my heart. Not loud, not cruel, not even kind, just sighs between the lines.
I close my eyes, but you're still near. Your voice a ghost I always hear. In every hush and every sigh, you sing me back to days gone by. I thought I'd outgrow every trace, but your memory moves at its own pace. A tender ache I can't deny, still tangled in your lullaby. Tangled in a lullaby, soft and low and cruel. It holds me like a dream that doesn't follow rules. The melody's too sweet to fight, but it keeps me up at night. Can't move on, can't say goodbye, still tangled in a lullaby. Your sweater's still behind the door. I wear it when I miss you more. The scent has faded, but the sound, it wraps around around, it pulls me down. Your name still hums beneath my skin, like verses I was raised within. I sing along, don't know why, still tangled in your lullaby. Tangled in a lullaby, soft and low and cruel, it holds me like a dream that doesn't follow rules. The melody's too sweet to fight, but it keeps me up at night. Can't move on, can't say goodbye, still tangled in a lullaby. Maybe love was meant to fade, but yours just learned how to evade. The chords still drift inside my mind, a song that time can't leave behind. Tangled in a lullaby, I hum it in my sleep, each note a vow I didn't mean to keep. I try to silence every line, but you're stitched into the rhyme. I'm lost where echoes never lie, still tangled in a lullaby. So hush the moon, dim the sky. I'll float again tonight, still tangled in your lullaby. I trace your name in the window steam, while shadows dance in midnight stream. I almost spoke, but held it tight. My sorry's woven in the pale moonlight. It's in the stillness where I bleed, a silent wish you'll never read. No echoes left in these empty skies, just a whisper love forgot to write. Moonlit apologies, floating on a breeze, carried by the silver night to where your heart might be. I never said the words, but oh, they burn in me like stars that fall in silence, too far for you to see. I watched you leave without a fight, too proud to ask, too wrong to be right. The air was thick with all I meant, but every sorry stayed unspent. Now every night I pass that door, like maybe you'll come back once more. But ghosts don't knock and truth don't bend, we only haunt the love we couldn't mend. Moonlit apologies, floating on a breeze, carried by the silver night to where your heart might be. I never said It's my sorrow growing old, a sorry scent too late to free, carried in moonlit apologies. The clock blinks 12 and no one calls, just shadows dancing on my walls. The silence wraps around my skin, like every truth I've held within. I light a thought, let it burn slow, trace every tear I didn't show. This heart's a canvas, bruised and true, and midnight paints it all in blue. Midnight painted blue, where secrets breathe and fall. I spill the shades of me you never saw at all. No filters, no disguise, just the ache behind these eyes. I'm more than what I gave to you in this midnight painted blue. The mirror doesn't lie tonight. It shows me raw without the light. No makeup smile, no clever lines, just broken poems in my mind. I whisper things I'll never send to lovers gone and almost friends. Regrets like stars I stare into, each one a stroke of midnight blue. Midnight painted blue, where secrets breathe and fall. I spill the shades of me you never saw at all. No filters, no disguise, just the ache behind these eyes. I'm more than what I gave to you in this midnight painted blue. If anyone could hear me now, would they still love me out loud? Or would they turn like morning does when night confesses what it was? Midnight painted blue, the color of my soul, a masterpiece that came from losing all control. Not pretty, but it's real, the only shade I feel when the world forgets what I've been through. I let it bleed in midnight painted blue. So when the night feels heavy too, just know I'm here in midnight painted blue. Your coat's still hanging by the door, like time forgot what we were here for. And on the glass, a faded trace, my lips, your ghost in the same space. I wipe the tears, but not the kiss. Some pieces hurt too much to miss. The red still shines under the light, a quiet echo of that night. Lipstick on a memory, smudged but never gone. A shade of love that lingers on. You left the room but not the ache. I breathe you in with each heartbreak. No need for photographs or flame. Your goodbye still wears my name, like lipstick on a memory that I can't clean away. The mirror knows
knows what I conceal, the smile I fake, the pain I feel. Your voice still plays in every song, but just the parts where we went wrong. I tried to run but stayed instead, kept kissing echoes in my head. The past still leans against my skin, soft as velvet, sharp as sin. Lipstick on a memory, smudged but never gone. A shade of love that lingers on. You left the room but not the ache. I breathe you in with each heartbreak. No need for photographs or flame. Your goodbye still wears my name, like lipstick on a memory that I can't clean away. Maybe someday I'll repaint this heart in colors less faint, but tonight I trace the line where your goodbye met mine. Lipstick on a memory, bleeding through the years, a stain of joy, a trail of tears. You vanish fast but left behind a love that's pressed in rewind. No letters, no perfume remains, just that kiss behind the pain, like lipstick on a memory, and it still knows my name. It fades with time but never dies, still red beneath the morning skies, like lipstick on a memory that never said goodbye. We didn't crash, we didn't burn. No angry words, no hard return. Just drifted out on different tides, still holding hands in our goodbyes. It wasn't storm, it wasn't flame, just quiet hours that never came. But in the hush, I still feel us, an echo soft and obvious. It was the slow fade of us, like colors at dust. No sudden drop, just time and trust. Wearing thin like well-loved jeans, still beautiful and in between. We didn't break, we just gave way to silence, dressed in yesterday, in the slow, slow fade of us. The coffee cooled, the nights grew long. We stopped dancing to our song, but I still hum it late at night, where your shadow lingers in the light. Some love ends loud, but ours was low. A whisper only hearts would know, still warm like breath upon a glass, still soft in every step I pass. It was the slow fade of us, like seasons that change. No fight, no fire, just rearrange. We didn't lose, we just let go of something that had ceased to grow. But I still smile when I rewind the little days we left behind, in the slow, slow fade of us. Oh, and if I see you down the line, we'll trade a nod, pretend we're fine, but you'll know too, beneath the gloss, we loved, we lived, we felt the loss.
slow fade of us, like ink in the rain, still leaves a mark, still holds the name. No regrets, no blame to throw, just love that softly learned to go. But I'll remember how it was before the slow fade of us. We didn't shatter, didn't rust, just became the slow fade of us.
Tiptoe through the things we grew. Every rose still holds some truth. The petals fall with every sigh, and mirrors bloom where roots should lie. You held me like a porcelain frame, too scared to love, too proud to name. Each word we spoke, a thread too thin. We built a world we can't live in. In this glass garden we dance like flame, beautiful, brittle, too wild to tame. One step wrong and everything shakes. Love like this, it bends then breaks. We shimmered under fragile skies, but dreams don't grow where silence lies. In this glass garden, even sunlight says goodbye. Your hands were warm but far away, tracing lines that couldn't stay. And I was flowers in your frost, so full of color, quietly lost. We never screamed, we never cried, just wilted gently side by side. Still I water what remains, even knowing it won't rain. In this glass garden we dance like flame, beautiful, brittle, too wild to tame. One step wrong and everything shakes. Love like this, it bends then breaks. We shimmered under fragile skies, but dreams don't grow where silence lies. In this glass garden, even sunlight says goodbye. What we had was carved in light, but shadows fell too fast to write. And every touch became a bruise of something lovely we'd still lose. In this glass garden we fade like mist, too soft to hold, too sharp to kiss. I walk through memories alone, barefoot through a love long gone. It sparkled once, it bled with grace. Now only silence takes your place. In this glass garden where beauty breaks. So if you pass by what we knew, let the wind be kind to what was true. It was love, just not built to bloom. Street light glowed on the midnight floor. I hear the hush behind every door. My heels echo in a world asleep, but my thoughts run wild and stain. I walk alone but soft, like velvet in the rain. So let it fall, let it cover me whole. This tender grief, this quiet roll. Some hearts wear chain, mine wears the rain and velvet pain.
It's not the walls, it's not the bed, not the books or things we said. It's the way you looked at me, like I was safe, like I was free. Now every hallway echoes low with all the things I used to know. But without your voice the silence grows, like winter blooming in my bones. Whisper me home wherever you are, back to the light in your faded heart. I don't need doors, I don't need keys, just the sound of you calling me. Not to a place, not to a town, but to your arms where I lay down. Whisper me home, to where I'm still found. I pass the cafe down the street, where our laughter kissed the heat. Now even coffee tastes like rain, sweet and bitter, soft with pain. I've chased the moon, I've chased the day, but still I feel too far away from the voice that made me whole, the only map my heart still knows. Whisper me home wherever you are, back to the light in your faded heart. I don't need doors, I don't need keys, just the sound of you calling me. Not to a place, not to a town, but to your arms where I lay down. Whisper me home, to where I'm still found. If you ever feel me near, in the hush, in the cold, in the quiet tears, know I'm listening in the wind for the way your love begins. Whisper me home, don't need to shout, just one soft word to turn me around. You were the fire, you were the rain, you were the shelter through all my pain. So if you ever miss me too, let your soul reach out like it used to do. Whisper me home, and I'll come back to you. Not to a place, not to the past, but to the love that used to last. Whisper me home, that's all I ever ask. You didn't leave with shattered glass, no slamming door, no final gasp, just softer words, less time to stay, the kind of silence that slips away. Your hand still held but not as tight, like twilight fading into night. You smiled but something wasn't near, I felt it long before it disappeared. Not a storm, not a fight, just the slow loss of light. I was softly undone, not torn apart. You loosened the seams around my heart. No sharp goodbye, just colder skin, the quiet way that endings begin. And though you look just like before, you were already out the door. No fireworks, no setting sun, was just softly undone. I memorized the way you breathe, but lately it feels out of reach, like hearing echoes down a hall. Still there but not the same at all. You laughed but didn't meet my eyes, and every truth wore sweet disguise. No sudden crash, no final scene, just love that faded in between. Not a scream, not a fall, just no answer when I called. I was softly undone, not torn apart. You loosened the seams around my heart. No sharp goodbye, just colder skin, the quiet way that endings begin. And though you look just like before, you were already out the door. No fireworks, no setting sun, I was just softly undone. Isn't it strange how love can fade? Not with anger, but a slow cascade of almost maybes, little slips of half-filled hugs and brushing lips. I was softly undone, no need to shout. You unraveled me from the inside out. No sudden storm, just drifting slow, a goodbye dress